Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Expect to have hope rekindled. Expect your prayers to be answered in wondrous ways. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials finish up 115. NASDAQ was flat. S&P's up 9. Gold contract down $4.40 at $1,101.80 an ounce. Gold, folks, they can't whack it down. They keep wanting to whack it down. Bottom line, it hangs there. What I expect you're going to see tomorrow, it's going to be really intriguing tomorrow. Coming into a Friday, you have a high volume high from December 3rd. We pushed higher with volume yesterday. You pushed higher with volume today. You haven't whacked that swing point yet. I suspect we're going to go after it tomorrow. Silver, same setup on silver. They've killed silver on a continual basis. Last week, 5 times over $14. Couldn't hold the price. 4 times underneath it. It crawled above 14 again today. Platinum, down $1 at $8.19 an ounce. Copper up 3.5 pennies, trading at $1.99 a pound. Light sweet crude, that was the number out here today. Up $1.44, $29.78. What I expect you're going to see is that we're going to get a bounce going in oil. We'll see just where this is going to go. But bottom line, you could get some real action in the oil market. Now, when you do the correlation between, where markets are going, you want to get your head wrapped around bonds. Bonds today failed. You had the 10-year down 8 ticks, 128.19. 30-year off a full point, 159.14. The 10 and the 30 yesterday went much higher, had volume. The 10, however, couldn't get to its highs. The 30 was an all-time high. The correlation there with the Dow down 550, bonds should have been to the moon. And that wasn't the first time. It was the third separate time that it did it. Bonds, folks, look to me like they topped out. King Dollar. What did King Dollar do today? And this is a big story. King Dollar, this morning, Draghi, European Central Bank president, was yapping out there like he normally does. He has nothing behind the yap, but guess what? The yap took the futures up. The yap took the dollar index up. The yap took the euro down. Guess what? They sold off the dollar. They bought the euro. Bottom line, King Dollar can't handle higher price. You're at 99.09. King Dollar wants to get down to this 94 level. Euro's at 108, and the yen is trading at 117.75. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay. Yesterday, you go to the lows of August 24th. You reject lower price. You have lighter volume, but in an extreme way, too. We did 286 million shares yesterday versus the low that was established out here at 507 million. Now, I suspect what we're going to have, this is setting up a B to a C of a monster ABC down. And what you want to wrap your head around is this. Because of the velocity of the move on the way down, we'll get a velocity of the move on the way up. And it'll be like, how can the market even bounce that high that fast? But what I'm expecting is that that's what you're going to get. We're at 186. This thing can bounce up to 199. If we take a look at the cash S&P, what you're going to see is that the cash S&P, it's trading right now at 1873. We were at 1812 yesterday. The cash S&P, folks, can bounce to 1993, 2005, around there. I know that's insane, but guess what? That's what it can do. You take a look at the NDX 100, the 3 Qs. What you have with the 3 Qs, same type of setup. What the 3 Qs have done, yesterday, you did 86 million shares. That 86 million shares were going into 150 million. So, bottom line, can't bust them down. You're going to bust them up. You can't be down forever. You're not going to be up forever. This baby also wants to bounce. The bounce I'm expecting will get you into about the 109.83 area. Now, this is going to be the wild thing, folks, is that somehow, some way, people are going to get bullish again. That's just how markets work, okay? So just keep this in mind when we're going forward, because I don't know how they're going to get bullish again, but guess what? That's just how markets work, okay? So that's what I expect you're going to see. And they're not going to get worried again. You know, now one thing that did happen inside this downdraft, which is really unusual, the trend, the 5-day arms never got to high places. And what that means is this. That means overall the fear was not generated. And if you don't get fear that's generated and throw in the towel, you don't have a good solid bottom. Bonds, the 10-year. What the 10-year did, went to 129.05. We did 1.7 million contracts, gave it up on price, had lighter volume. 10-year, I expect what you're going to see, the 10-year is going to make its way back down to 127.10. We'll see whether we get volume off those highs. The 30-year bond, same setup on the 30. 30 got to higher highs, gave it up on price. Now the 30 will have to get back inside the area of 158.28. You know, just in the correlation, though, between the bonds and the market, you can see that bonds are backing off, market's going higher. That'll be the normal correlation inside of that. If we go over to the oil market, what you're going to see is this. Oil went from a price point today of 27.87. We're at 29.75. We hit 30.25, so we had a nice price spread in the oil market out here today. And intraday, you had volume on the move. And if you want to see just how the art of time in the trade works, price and volume, it's all over the place out here right now. The first spike up in oil, 11 o'clock, you got to 29.41. That's where all the volume was, 44,000 contracts. You get up to the $30 level, that's 15,000. All that was doing was going on to ice on the other side, and guess what? When the pullback came in, you pulled back right to the last place there was volume, which was sitting out here at the 29.41 area. And what does it do? Then it just basically starts moving slightly higher once again. King dollar. What do we have with King dollar? King dollar just couldn't handle it. If you take a look at King dollar, what you have with King dollar out here, it got to a price point of 99.95, gave it up on price. It was going into 125,000 contracts, 124,000 from the December 3rd area. Couldn't handle it. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? They're always trying to whack gold. Coming into a Friday, they really wanted to whack it. Guess what? The gold market's going to basically take on the market tomorrow. We're at 11.01. I expect you're going to run to 11.13, and I expect that tomorrow. Now, I got a real treat for you coming up next. I'm in John Logan, who kicks us off every trading day, 8 o'clock. He's going to walk us through how he kicks us off so that you're going to be listening tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. You want the real action, folks, around the world? 8 o'clock in the morning, right here at TFNN. We'll come right back. You stay right there.